Hello everybody, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not, just dumb. I'm going to talk about a subject nobody wants to talk about because everybody believes that their way is right. And I'm no different, but I'm not here to promote my way. I'm just trying to share a couple things, especially to your new activators when you get out in the field. And you don't have to run into some of these complications at first. So what we're going to talk about is laptops, iPads, power inverters, converters, etc., neon lights, LED lights at a campsite, generators. All those things I'm talking about have the potential to create noise. Okay? So if you're planning to go out and do your first activation or a few activations, I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, but this might be a way that'll work at first. First of all, I want you to remember this. It's not a race. It's not a race to get your logs uploaded. Just like it's not a race to get 670 some contacts in 2 minutes. And yes, I'm being facetious, but the point is, take time with the people that are out there. Yes, some of us will, old people like me, not all are old, we'll talk a little bit, but we don't want to feel like a little notch on a belt. You know, somebody with a clicker going click, 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 look what I got. Most of the activators, not all of us, most of the activators are out there to enjoy the actual park that they're in, to do some walking, do some hiking, exploring, and taking time to enjoy the beauty God has put before us. And then you got people like me who go out there, and I work hard to work as many as I can. And I haven't even started to talk about the subject that this video is about, but I try to work each and everybody on a personal level. The names that you hear me call are from memory. That's it. Pretty good. When we started out, I talked about all these devices that create noise on your setup when you're out in a park. Okay? So if you're getting ready to go out to do your first activations, you do not have to have a lot of extra things to stress your mind out. I've shared with you before on how to go out and activate your park without using the spotting page, just by working park to parks. I've shared with you how to activate your park with the spotting page by cranking your power down to 50 watts, 40 watts, 20 watts, 10 watts, 5 watts, whatever you feel is comfortable. So you have a method. One of the things that people don't understand is how I do it, because I've had 20 some years of practice, that's why. But I paper log. I don't want to have another device that I got to be worrying about the sun glaring on it, worrying about it overheating, worrying about the battery dropping down, whether it's a cell phone. Oh, I've got extra power cord to hook up to my battery box that I use to keep the cell phone charged. But if I don't have cell service, then I can just charge the phone till I find cell service. Yeah, what I'm talking about is paper logging. Yes, it's a pain in the butt, folks. I am so sorry that you don't feel it's worth your time to get your contacts on paper when other elements that you have no control over are creating obstacles on your first, second, third, fourth, or whatever activation. Me, I don't have time to worry about getting the login and all that, and I don't have to worry about, well, this is Joe, they're in Arizona. Well, Joe's on vacation, and Joe doesn't go by Joe. He goes by JB. Okay, but that doesn't come up on a computer. So I call him Joe. He says, "Oh, my name's JB. I'm well, how's you doing in Arizona?" "I'm not in Arizona. I'm in Tennessee." So now the time that we're saving using the device sometimes is it goes the other way. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. This is just to say to you, you do not have to have all those things to make your activation happen, and it's your activation. You do it whatever way you want. Very seriously, listen to those words. You do your activation the way you want. You'll see postings that people don't do this, don't do that. I'm not going to post, don't do this, that. I just do paper logging because I can get more accomplished, and I'm not in a race with myself. And I don't need to know that you're in Tennessee. You're going to tell me more than likely. It's very simple. Tennessee, Roger, TN. That's all I put by your logging. When I go home and I get on my N3FJP program, which I back and support 100%, it's going to tell me you're in New Jersey or Tennessee or wherever I wrote down, and I can confirm a lot of times that way. If we have a general short chit chat and you say, "This is Joe, I'm in whatever," and I write JOE. Yeah, I write those things down because it's important for me when I'm logging at home to verify in a sort of a way, okay? Back to the point of this. If you're out at a campsite and you got LED lights up and it's in the evening time, besides the skeeters, you may get some noise. Good source to eliminate if you can. If you can. Okay, if you got a generator and the generator is not as far away as you'd like it to be, so you're going to hear the noise, but there's a possibility that it may create noise within the receiver or transceiver that you didn't expect. Okay. Battery failures for devices, whether it's a cell phone, a laptop, an iMac, a tablet, those things, when those situations happen, the direction of the activation goes downhill fast. And again, I promote the old-fashioned way. We didn't have radios growing up. When I grew up, they had meters that said, "You're 20 over," or a screen that I could look on both sides, a waterfall, I think they call it. You tuned the dial. That's how you did it. So I'll keep doing the pencil and paper. And you do whatever works for you. If you start out pencil and paper and you move up, that's great because you've got your skill set. You're getting better. You're feeling more comfortable. You're achieving the levels you want to receive. But you don't have to start out at those levels. And again, it's not a race, folks. You're not going to get something special because you got your login 10 minutes after you left the park. Okay? You're not going to get something in the mail, a QSL card. Okay? You may get a eQSL card. As you progress with your experience in activating, you will find what you'll want to try. If you're using FT8, FT4, PSK31, obviously you're going to be using your laptop computer. I don't speak on that language very well because I don't use it, I don't like it. That doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not my cup of tea. So I shouldn't be bashed because I don't care for it. Nor are you going to hear me bashing somebody because that's their likes. There's too many things that we can do in amateur radio to have fun. And we all have fun on our own levels. And we all log on our own levels. And we all activate on our own levels. I think I've tried to stress my point. You do you your way on your activation. But it's not necessary or important to have all the fancy stuff at first when you go out, because you're not going to impress anybody. If things go wrong, you're going to frustrate yourself immediately. May God bless you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for hearing the words of an old man. North Carolina for extreme lovers, I'm not. Just Dom. Darling old man. 73s till we meet again.